T1 played it, but that was specifically in an Ashe lane. And Bin not going to show a new champion, instead going back to the Aatrox. The team finding power of this BLG comp is, especially in the mid game.
Only cleanse on Pays as well. On can look for that handshake. Delight standing in front. There's the ignite. Pays cleanses with a flash follow from Shun means the Pays the ultimate price. Bailout on won't get him out of dodge this time. 1-for-1 trade in the bottom lane.
The play is worth it though. I mean, Gen.G at this point in the game, obviously very early, should consider themselves much weaker. Amount of damage. I wanted to highlight, they've kind of phased away now, but two very deep wards, one in the lane from BLG and also just next to the Krug camp in the lane itself, so they can just keep information as to whether or not Peanut is trying any lane ganks. And you can see that BLG's game plan is so committed to playing around bots.
On's gonna get rooted. He doesn't have flash, remember. Flash forward by Peanut and On pays the price in the bottom lane. Gen.G back on the board. Pays gets his second of the game. Doran trading in the top lane. Grandmaster's might onto Bin. Bin tries to turn it back around. Doran trying to get the empowered autos off. Both of them still have their, so if a dive does occur or materialize, Peanut is in the right position at the right time, and the Nut Gods looking for something as they go forward. Bin has to flash away, Doran has a flash, follow Counter-Strike coming out, and Bin is locked up and sent packing by Gen.G.
And Contestas Hero there, I don't know if Peanut, reinforcements are on the way.
Delight's on his way across. No Fate's Call yet for Elk, so half the time on that, but they do have the hostile takeover if they want to look for more. Shun goes in, they find Pays. Cataclysm down, but the Devour already used by Delight, and now the hostile takeover popping as well. The shield from Pays, he tries to cleanse away, but he's slowed. Severum's gonna heal him up, but Peanut pulled back with a handshake, and BLG win out the skirmish.
Really big win.
Delight here trying to trade towards this dragon would be the second of the game for BLG, and Delight's just being a nuisance. He knows they can't take this away.
Now players of the entire tournament, people were putting him in the conversation for best performing AD is Chovy.
Gao has flash, but he's not going to be able to get away from Peanut, who lands the stun immediately. The shockwave only catches onto Chovy, and Yagao is going to get chased down here. Chovy puts down the soldiers, and Yagao is buried beneath their feet. Doran with a good jump away, but Shun chases in, and still it's only Shun that's picked up first completed item. Overall, as you say, it's a bit of a boxing match between these two. Currently on points, no knockdowns.
He has a lot of these moments as the contest is going to come through.
TP in. Shun can look for this. Counter TP burnt by Yagao. Shun on the front line. Bin's going to dash across the border. Ripped out down to 1,000. Hostile takeover, though, is going to do so much work. Pays already berserk as the light is forced away, and now Doran's in the midst of BLG, and Bin is looking to send him packing into the recycling.
The positioning of Elk as well. Fantastic fight from BLG. Now they're in a comfortable lead against Gen.G.
Domestically, was their ability to identify we shouldn't do this and just go for a good cross map. And I think that that is something that internationally they just haven't really been able to show. And in this game, we're seeing it again. T1 is the team of, no, we take the fight.
Chase forward, but Yagao is in the right position to stop them. The Magna Storm from Peanut, he's nowhere near them! It's just miles away. They got an EpiPen or something, because Peanut not doing anything to them as BLG secure the ocean. And that was a Peanut at Worlds moment if I've ever seen one.
The engage goes wide. Gen.G now don't have an easy way to start the fight. Doran
gonna get brought back, pops the stopwatch, handshake coming out, Moonlight Vigil does hit the Infernum, there's the hostile takeover. Cataclysm onto the backline though, and Doran's been locked up, the shockwave finds him. The Devour comes out as Chovy starts to retreat, but already it's 2 kills to BLG, and Gen.G are found wanting by the unwanted aggression from BLG.
And it's again BLG able to very calmly play out this scenario. They set up full control. They know that Gen.G has to walk in. Peanut has to go for a desperation play, but with the ultimate gone, no Magnet Storm, no engage, there is nothing that they can do than the turn from BLG, who are more than happy to look for a fight. That's all.
Meanwhile, we need to look at mid, because what damage has been able to do against this tower, he's getting a lot more work done. Doran can't do much to hold him off, and BLG at least will unlock a tier 2.
It's not like Chovy and Doran can get back on Nexus, and the persistence is rewarded here for BLG. Also courtesy to the Ocean Soul in a situation like...
in the pit.
That's
well
big.
Done by BLG to make sure they cleared out all their corners. And Shun can look for more because Peanut dismounted right now. Remounts, you just go for it. EQ in, flag and drag, Cataclysm as well. Delight has to flash as there's Peanut. Infernum from the side means that On is down to half HP, but that's so much invested by Gen.G. With not too much gain. They have mid-wave prio, but will it be enough? Elder spawns, Elk starts it. Bin keeps Doran and Peanut at bay. No flash for Peanut, remember, just burnt it. But he can get into this fight. The shockwave finds Chovy, Delight, and Pays now beginning to step it up. Devour available for Delight. Pace dodges the Berserk for the hostile takeover. Already finds one. And Bin is done with this game. The Elder secure. Pace tries to dash away, but Bin puts him in his place as BLG clean up in the river.
And BLG immediately head towards the bot side of the map. Wave is ready. No turret standing there. Doran desperately trying to draw some attention, but it was not enough, and BLG take a resounding victory here in game number 1, and it looks like Gen.G and Messiah might have been half a year ago, but it's not looking that different in game number 1.
I tell you, all the time between these two teams, it seems, as BLG come out to an early lead and are able to snowball it away from Gen.G. A few mistakes for Gen.G. Doran as well in the top lane specifically had struggled into Bin after a few good early forays, and BLG never let go of the reins. Gen.G respawning, but the Elder still stands on BLG, and they can look for the fight. The Magnustorm finds 2, but Pays pulled back, and he's just deleted by the laser. Peanut follows suit, and BLG playing with Gen.G as they clean it up to go 1-0 up in this quarterfinal.
Shun's only death to the next